Hi, today, Tuesday, we are also going to talk about metric capacity. And let's take a look at the units for metric capacity. All right, and metric capacity, the main unit is called a liter. So I'll put liters right here because they're equivalent for capacity to meters for length. Now, you might also see a milliliter. You might see a centiliter, but I doubt it. So we'll mostly focus on milliliters and liters. You could also see a kiloliter, but I doubt it. You're mostly going to be focusing on milliliters and liters. All right, and knowing that with the same, it's the same for every unit, that the unit, which is meter for length, which is for capacity, a liter, and then later for mass, a gram. Those are your units. And all of the prefixes, the decameter, the decimeter, the centimeter, and the millimeter, those are, or liter for this case, those are all less than 1. This unit is kind of like the decimal place. And these are times 10. So times 10 to a decimeter to a hectometer times another 10, which is 100, and another 10 to a kilometer or a kiloliter. All right, so with that being said, let's go attack a problem or two because it's really the same process we've been doing for the past week or so. All right, let's do this one. All right, Kaylee made 5 liters of tea for her family. How many milliliters of tea did Kaylee make for her family? So that keeps this pretty simple. All right, so I know that I'm looking for, look, how many milliliters? So that's what I'm going to put on my line. I'm looking for the number of milliliters. All right, then I want to go back, and I'm pretty sure my magic number is going to be 1,000, and it is. So let me put my 1,000 right here and show my magic number. And then let me go back and take my notes, which will go right over here. All right, so let's try that again here. All right, it says Kaylee had 3.5, which is the same as 3.5 liters. So I'm going from liters to milliliters, and that's all the information in the problem. So this one should be pretty simple, all right, because I'm going from 3.5 liters and I'm trying to switch to milliliters. And I know that my unit is bigger than my milli, so I'm going from big to small. BS is times. And so BS for big small. So I'm doing 3 and 5/10 times my magic number, which is 1,000. And I know multiply with all my might, move the decimal to the right. I've got 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I'm going to move it 1 place, 2 place, 3 places, and fill in with zeros. So I've got 3,500 milliliters since I was switching from liters to the much smaller milliliters. And it's as easy as that. Let's do one more together. One more, and let's see, which one do we want to do? Let's try right here. Try this. I think I'm just going to do it right beside. All right, it says Darren used 15,000 milliliters of water for his garden today. He used 2,380 fewer milliliters yesterday. How many liters yesterday? So I know my problem, or that I'm actually looking for, number of liters yesterday. All right, let's go back in and take our notes from what it said before. It said he had 15,000 milliliters today, ml today. And then he used 2,380 milliliters fewer. That's big. I know when I have a word with an ER, that makes me think subtraction. Fewer means less, so I think I will be subtracting. And I think I know everything that I need to know now. It looks to me like I have 15,000 today, but fewer yesterday, so I think I'm going to need to subtract, right? To figure out what yesterday's was. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 8, I can't do it. Go next door, can't borrow from that, but I can borrow from the 5. 5 becomes a 4, and I'm just gonna, here, that's a 10, and now I can borrow away from that and make it a 9, and then this is a 10. So 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, 4 minus 2 is 2, and bring down the 1. So it seems like yesterday they used 12,620 milliliters. And I'm going to be switching it over to liters. So now I know liters is my unit and milli is much smaller. So I know I'm going from small to big. Small to big. BS is times, so small to big is divide. So I'm going to be doing 12,620 divided. Oh, what was my magic number? I forgot to write it down. Magic number is 1,000. See it right there? I forgot to write that down, so let's make sure I do that. All right, divided by 1,000. And now dividing makes me wish for death. Move the decimal to the left. My decimal's here. I've got 3 zeros. So 1, 2, and 3. So instead of a comma, it's going to be 12 and 62 hundredths liters because I switched to liters. And there you go. Good luck on your practice problems, my darlings. Please make sure you do a great job. When you finish your practice problems, you can certainly work on the quizzes to help you prepare for the test on Friday. If you finish that and do well, then you can also work on Dreambox.